wanted to do a quick Quince haul. I bought some things, actually not just from Quince. I bought something from Reformation. I bought a few things from Quince for the first time, and I want to let you know my impressions. And I bought a pair of jeans, denim. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I bought, what are my impressions, and how I feel about the purchases. As you know, 2026, everyone's being more intentional, less consumption, and quality over quantity, very trendy. So that's why you'll see like the frugal chic trend and the more intentional trend going around, which really that's how we should live all the time. Like everything should be intentional with everything that we consume. I know it's hard to because we live in 2026 and it's the future and there's nothing you can do about it, but we can try our best. So with that said, I want to show you some pieces and why I bought them. And then maybe this can help you with your decision making when you buy things. And yeah, let's just have some fun too, you know? Can't forget about the fun. Okay, so let's jump in. The first thing I want to let's start with the Quince. No, let's start with Reformation because it's just one item that I bought from Reformation. So for Reformation, I was eyeing these boots for a really long time, and I stupidly missed out on $100 discount on the boots because I was waiting for them to go down and they never did. So I'm gonna show you the boot. It's a burgundy boot. Now that I'm getting older, I love a knee-high boot, first off. I love a knee-high boot. I just think it looks so cute. You can wear something casual on the top and then the boot just like really elevates it. So I think it's a good thing to have in your closet. Now, with that said, I have a black pair from Schutz and I have a camel croc pair from Tony Bianco, which are amazing. They're just a little high and pointy. So I wanted something with a lower heel and more rounded toe because I find it that it looks chic and it's just easier to walk in, to be honest. And that's really what it is. But I didn't have this color as well. So I bought these, and this is like a 3-inch heel. These are like this way looks better. This is like a burgundy garnet merlot color. I love the color and I love this detail, and I love that the heel is short and it's easy to walk in. And this is how it looks. It's kind of like a rounded tail, but not too round, which I thought was amazing. I looked at 20 million images to see who was wearing them. I went onto TikTok. Before I buy something, I always go on TikTok or I read reviews or I click on images to see if I can find how it looks on people, because sometimes on the model it looks so different. I've noticed that certain things on certain websites, the color is off because of the lighting. So I always, before I buy something, I always try to Google it to see if someone took a picture with it, a real person took a picture with it. These I loved, and they're real leather, made in Brazil. Now, what was my dilemma? These were 400 and something. I really wanted to buy a boot from this French brand called Bobbies, Bobbies, and I'll put it in the description box for you. Because it was almost the same price, but the leather seemed better to me. It was Italian leather, and for the same price and a better, it seemed like the craftsmanship was better and it was the same price. I thought that was a no-brainer to get that brand. But the issue was they had this color, but it was pointed, and I already had pointed. I really was looking for a round, so it was one of those things that I had to choose which one I like. But I like these nonetheless. It's just sometimes I look at the price and I try to justify the price. And if something has better craftsmanship, it's a no-brainer. You go with the one with the better craftsmanship. I mean, because you have a better boot, you know what I mean? So that was unfortunate. But nonetheless, I love the boot, and I'll probably show you here how it looks. And you'll see that the boot is beautiful. There's many ways you can wear it. Kind of like this buckle thing too. I feel like it makes it look chic because it's not too much. It's not big where it makes it trendy. You know, it's just small enough, but it's a little detail that I think makes it stand out. So I did like that. The other boot from Bobby's didn't have that detail, but those boots are so good and they're so pretty. So eventually I am gonna buy something from that brand because I think it's worth your money. The That was Reformation. It was the boot was the only thing I bought. I stopped buying their dresses because I noticed that the quality went down. So I'm not gonna invest in a dress that's $300 and the quality is the same as a Shein dress or a Zara dress. It just doesn't make any sense for me. I have to justify the $300. You know what I mean? Like you have to justify the price. Anyways, that's just me ranting. Onto the Quince things that I bought. I didn't buy that many because I was trying to be frugal, frugal chic. No, I was trying to just buy what I need. If I lack something in my closet, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to get something new. Although you have to be careful with that because you look at things and then you think you need something and you don't necessarily need something. You know what I mean? So, anyways, but this I did need. So I never bought from Quinn's, and I've seen a few things online, but not that many. I feel like not a lot of people do Quinn's hauls. I feel like Zara is really the big winner for the hauls. But anyways, I looked at I needed a red sweater because red is one of the colors that really looks flattering on me. And I really should invest in more pieces that make my skin pop and my hair pop. So I decided that I wanted to get a cable knit cashmere sweater from Quince, and this is it. You can see the sleeve. You can see that the color is just so amazing. I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. It's also a crop sweater. This is a small. It's cropped, so this could look really cute with many things. It's not slouchy. Most of my stuff is slouchy, but I did love the color of this red. Anyways, it's cashmere. I believe it was $89.90. When I tell you guys, it is so warm and so good. Like, I'm amazed at the quality of these pieces. I mean, for $90, I look at Zara sometimes and there's of course sweaters that I want to get from there. I'm not gonna be dishonest about that. But there's sweaters there that are like $59.99, and if you look at the materials, they're like polyester, polyamide. I mean, this is cashmere. You know what I mean? Like cashmere, and it's love this color. They had, I believe, camel. The baby blue is really beautiful, and a charcoal one that I really like. I think there's only like 4 or 5 colors, but the other thing is this cashmere keeps you so warm. It was like in the 20s here, and I had just a turtleneck, the cashmere, and a coat, and I was so warm. So I do think this is a piece you should invest in. I mean, and it's also a brand that, you know, they don't have a middle person. I think that's why they're able to offer cheaper price. But I think this is like amazing. Now, we do have to take into consideration that you have to take care of cashmere. When I wear cashmere pieces, I don't wash them that often. I just don't. I actually don't even wash my jeans that often. I know people think that's really gross, but I'm not rolling in mud. You know, like I work from home, so I wear my jeans like maybe 5 hours and then I switch to gym clothes. So I don't wash them that often. So I think the same is to be said with the cashmere. You have to be careful how you wash it, but once you know how to handle this fabric, I think this is like an amazing investment. Now, I also needed a burgundy scarf because I have a lot of burgundy accessories, like those boots that I bought. I have burgundy bags and little hints of burgundy. It's one of the colors that I really like on myself because it's also flattering. So I decided to buy a cashmere scarf in this beautiful color. It's like this, and it's cashmere. It is so cute, you guys. Like, I mean, it's so warm too without being itchy. Because I have, like, I bought some scarves last year from Shein, not from Shein, from TikTok Shop. And only because I was looking for 100% wool scarves and I couldn't find them. And on many stores, they had like it was polyester, and they were charging me like almost 300, which I thought was absurd. So obviously I'm gonna buy one from TikTok Shop. But this is cashmere, and it's so warm and it's so cute, and I'm sure I can wear this another way. Like, I'm sure I can wear this like on my jeans in the side. But yeah, and I love this color because this color, believe it or not, it can go with so many things. It's just so beautiful. I wonder if you could do this if you wanted to too, because I know that's like very in right now. You know, the whole like babushka look. Yeah, I just love the color, and I think it's warm. And you know what? I could wear this without a coat. I could just wear this right now. If I was a fall weather, for example, I could just wear the scarf and call it a day, you know. I know girls are wearing it this way as well. I don't know if I like it that way. I really don't. I'm more of a this type of girl. I always have been. I think it's the New Yorker in me. It's just how New York girls used to do their scarves. Anyways, yeah, it's amazing. I love it. It's a beautiful color, and it's really, really warm. Again, it's one of these things where you have to invest in pieces, and Quince has really good pricing, if you ask me. Much better than wool. Wool is actually very, very, very itchy. I wear it because it looks good, but it is itchy. This was amazing. This was a great buy. The thing I bought was something I really needed, which is a wool coat. Now, the one I was eyeing was Aritzia. And so the Aritzia one was amazing. Feels good. It has a high percentage of wool, which if you peruse through the internet, you're not going to find a high percentage of wool for whatever reason, especially not in the price range of less than $500. The only issue with the Aritzia one, it was like $400, and I was like having a hard time committing to $400. So I went on the Quince website and I found a few options, and I decided to get this. It almost had the same percentage of wool. I want to say it was slightly less, or it might have even been different. I'm gonna do the comparison in the description box. But I bought this coat in this olive color. Why did I buy olive? Because olive and burgundy are one of the colors that really are flattering on me, and those are the colors that I gravitate towards. But I also thought about one thing. When I used to own black long coats, and you definitely should have a long black coat, I mean, I would find that I had a hard time matching with my black long coat, as opposed to a softer color like a chocolate brown, for example, or an olive. I don't know if it's just me, but I always have a hard time matching with black. I feel like when I do color combinations with black, I feel like I'm very, very limited. But when I have olive for some weird reason, or chocolate brown, I feel that I can mix a lot of colors and still make it look good. And I think it's because although black goes with everything, as they say, which I honestly don't think it does. I personally don't. But they say it does. If you're wearing a black coat, I mean, that's a big piece. I feel like it's actually creates such a hard contrast with the other colors that I actually think it's hard to match. But that's just my experience. Me definitely have a hard time matching. So anyways, so I wanted to buy this olive one. It's long, it's cute, it's wool, and it's lined. A lot of jackets that I see nowadays are not lined, which is so unfortunate. This is a size small, and I love it. Now you're gonna see how I wear it and how it looks, but it is amazing, 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 and it's warm too. It's not that thick. Now, the Aritzia one was a little bit thicker, I will admit. This one's not that thin. I mean, it's not that thick, excuse me. But I like to layer, so me personally, I find more use out of the thinner coat than a thicker one, just because I can layer. I can wear 2 sweaters underneath this, a turtleneck, and that will keep me warm. So for me, this was a big, big win. I was really surprised. I will say, I did read the reviews on this coat, and a lot of people complained about these buttons They just didn't like these buttons, which I'm not a fan of either. But you know what? I thought maybe I could find a way to take them out. And because these are like sewn in, these are like sewn in, I could find a way. I can see if the seamstress or the tailor can kind of change the buttons for me. That's always an option. So for me, this was a really good buy, and it was $169. You can't beat that. There was a chocolate brown lapel coat on their website that was just so amazing, but they were out of my size, or else I really would have went with that one. But it was between the olive and the chocolate brown. So yeah, their coats, highly recommend. It's really, really good. I'm very impressed. And the price is really, really good. Last thing that I want to talk about is these jeans I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Levi's Bootcut Wedgie. I had these already in a darker shade. I have these in a darker shade. However, I went back and was like, let me get a lighter shade and then shorter from the shorter inseam. So I think the darker wash that I have, which is called medium wash, that was a 32-inch inseam. These are a 30, so 2 inches smaller. And this is much better for me, just because I'm dead short. Okay, I'm short. That's the secret. That's the secret I've been hiding, is that I'm short. So I got these and I went up a size. So I bought these in a size 26. The other ones are a 25. Now, the 26 are obviously more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. But the 25 look good because they can kind of like, you know how I love feeling like I'm being sucked in. I have to say, I have to give a shout out, because what was my inspo for this? It was last year's Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar with those jeans. You guys, I couldn't get them out of my head because those are like the millennial jeans. Like, that's what we wore. So I had to go. I tried to scour the internet and I didn't want to spend too much money, but I feel like Bootcut is a good silhouette. I think it's flattering. I don't know. It gives like this 2000s minimalist, actually. It's 2000s minimalist. But I saw those on Kendrick and I'm like, yeah, we need to go back to like the Bootcut with the Puma Speed Cat look. You know what I mean? And I was tempted to get the Puma Speed Cat, but I haven't fallen into my temptation, but I did fall into the jean temptation. So anyways, those are the jeans that I bought, and I've worn them so many ways, to be honest. They're very, very versatile. I forgot that we even wore Bootcut because I feel like we have been so entranced with skinny jeans, which, by the way, skinny jeans are so hard to pull off. Like, they're so hard. These are definitely much more flattering for various body types. And you can't go wrong with Levi's. Honestly, they have really good jeans that are kind of on the harder side, so it holds you up. And for the price, I think I paid $118. I mean, I know the jeans went up, but that's still not a bad price. All the other jeans were like $300. So all that I bought, yeah, I think that's everything that I bought. I mean, I try to be very picky with my purchases, but I highly recommend you check out Quince, because I do think they have really good pieces for the price tag, and you know, they have a lot of basics, and the quality seems really, really good. The first thing I do, and the first thing you should do, is look at the material and the price, and then do the comparison between a Zara or any other store you buy, just so that this way you can maximize your dollar. But that's just my unsolicited advice. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this really quick haul. And yeah, let me know if you like any of these or you don't like any of these. I'd like to hear your opinion. Anyways, have a great day. Do something good for yourself.